And like we mentioned earlier, we've just received a statement from the Indian Air Force. An official statement has just come out and I'm going to read out from it. Pooja Prasanna will be joining me on the phone line. The IAF statement reads, and I quote, "Today morning around 11:50, two Hawk aircraft of Surya Kiran acrobatic display team crashed close to the Yelahanka Air Force base. Further details are awaited." For viewers just joining us on this broadcast, we can tell you that around 11:50 today, two Hawk aircraft of the Surya Kiran aerobatic display team crashed in a mid-air collision during rehearsals for the Aero India show at the Yelahanka Air Base in Bengaluru. Pooja Prasanna is joining me on the phone line. She's been tracking the details of that story closely. Pooja, we also have a confirmation from the Bengaluru police that one civilian has been injured in this crash. What more updates are you tracking?
Well, we just had a conversation with Mr. M.N. Reddy, who is the DGP for Fire Services and also one of the nodal officers, and he has confirmed to us that one of the pilots have perished to injuries. We're getting to, in fact, we are waiting for the nature of injuries to be confirmed, but very tragic news coming in. Just as we thought that there were no casualties, we have got a confirmation that one of the pilots who was undergoing treatment after ejecting just before the crash had succumbed to his injuries.
Yes, we're still awaiting an official. Yes, Pooja, we're still awaiting an official confirmation from the Indian Air Force, but the Bengaluru police has come out and has told us that one civilian has been injured. We're getting reports from the crash site. For viewers just joining us on this broadcast, tell us the details of what happened during that rehearsal. What more updates are you tracking?
Just before we get to that, there's another bit of breaking news. We have confirmation that the Defence Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, who is, of course, in the city to address a press conference on Aero Show, will be rushing to the Yelahanka Air Base to take stock of the situation. This happened even as she was addressing a press conference, giving details to the media about the kind of elaborate arrangements that have been made for Aero Show to be taking place between the 20th and 24th. Now, after
yes, Pooja, stay with us. We have Karthik joining us from the crash site. Very unfortunate piece of news coming in, Karthik. And as we get the visuals on our screens at around 11:50 today, two Hawk aircraft of the Surya Kiran aerobatic team during a mid-air collision, during a rehearsal session in a mid-air collision crashed. We're getting inputs at this point of time that the Defence Minister will rush to the Yelahanka Air Base. What's the live report?
Well, right now we are at the crash site, and you can see the mangled remains of what seems to be the Surya Kiran aircraft. Now, remember the mid-air collision took place somewhere near the Aero India venue. Now, from 20th onwards, the Aero India show will be underway, and for this, these aircrafts were doing test flights, and during this time, one such incident happened where two Surya Kiran Hawks collided with each other. Now, this incident happened somewhere this morning, and here you see NDRF officials, Army officials, and other senior police officials examining the spot, questioning the residents as to when this, when this collision exactly happened and what time, did these debris fall. And here you see top police officials who currently come at the area. Now, we are not being allowed, as I said, after a certain, we are not allowed at exactly at the crash site because the Army has currently cordoned off the area and is not allowing, and it's not allowed, and media coverage is not allowed inside that space. But initial reports were said that two pilots ejected immediately after the collision. And here you see live visuals of the NDRF team as well, and also the Army who currently at the spot. Ambulances have also been rushed. We are being told that the pilots and whoever has been injured in this incident have been rushed to the hospital for medical. And here you see live visuals of the police as well, who are currently at the spot, examining, at the spot actually as to how the incident actually took place, and the police are currently investigating as to what led to this collision. Now, remember, this comes just a week after there was a similar type of collision where two pilots lost their life, and this collision has certainly created more news now after. And here you see army officials as well who are currently examining the spot where the debris has been fallen. We also got visuals of one of the pilots as well who was severely injured and who was rushed to the hospital. And here you see top police officials they're taking notes and evidences as to what happened and as to what timeline these incidents happened, and more details are awaited.
Right, on your screens now are live visuals coming in from the crash site. Karthik is reporting live. There are teams of the NDRF, the army and senior police officials are present there. Karthik, we have an official statement that has just come in from the Indian Air Force. They say that this collision took place at a little after 11 during a rehearsal of the aerobatics team. If you could also get us initial inputs that you're getting in of the investigation that is currently underway.
Where currently army officials are arriving in this place, and they're currently looking at the spot and looking at the visuals. However, the officials are maintaining a silence as to what happened, because currently investigations are underway and then the place has been cordoned off. And we know that the two pilots.
Around 11:50 this morning,
and the two pilots ejected. Now that's what we know initially as of now. And here you see DCP as well, the DCP Abdul Ahad, who's also at the spot. And here you see. And you see a fire emergency machine as well, which has been stationed at the spot. And the police are currently asking the media to stay away from this place as it is being cordoned off for security reasons here. Now, the two Surya Kiran aircrafts collided somewhere in the morning, and right after the collision, the army arrived at the spot. The Air Force officials have also arrived at the spot, and they've rushed the pilots and also one civilian who's reportedly injured also to the hospital. And police officials are currently investigating at the spot as to the damages and also how exactly the collision took place.
All right, so those are pictures on your screens from the crash site, which is currently being cordoned off by teams over there. There are members of the fire brigade, emergency services there at the crash site, which is at the ISRO layout near the Yelahanka airbase in Bengaluru. Senior officials of the Bengaluru police are present on the spot. The army, NDRF also examining the crash site there. Karthik getting us a live report for viewers just joining us on this broadcast. Let's tell you what happened at around 11:50 this morning. Two Surya Kiran IAF Hawks. There was a mid-air collision between two Surya Kiran IAF Hawks. They were practicing for the aero show, which is supposed to commence from tomorrow. Latest input, Karthik, we're gathering is that Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is also rushing to the Yelahanka airbase. There could be a press conference, is what we're gathering.
Well, currently the defense personnel have come to this spot where exactly the collision, where exactly the collision debris are currently placed. And here you see they're examining the place, and investigate officials also examining the spot as to where exactly the accident took place, and also examining the debris. Investigations are underway as to what exactly caused the crash, and the Air Force officials also are asking them, have also cordoned off the place for security reasons and have not allowed anyone to enter to the spot. Now, earlier today, two initial reports arrived that two Surya Kiran aircrafts collided in mid-air, and the two pilots ejected safely. That's what we heard initially, and later there were also certain reports that emerged saying that one civilian was injured, but the army and the police are yet to release an official statement.